This presentation is intended for students at Ardrey-Kell High School so that they have the information they need to complete registration for the 2018-2019 school year. Before we get started, I just want to make sure students know which resources they have access to throughout this process. In homeroom, you'll be receiving a copy of the registration card for your next grade level. You'll also be receiving a bright orange registration information handout that's two-sided. You also have access to the Ardrey-Kell registration website, which can be found at www.akregistration.weebly.com. This website has lots of good information about course sequencing, class descriptions, AP classes, North Carolina virtual public school classes, and a lot of other good information, so please take a look at that website. All students also have access to the CMS High School Planning Guide, which includes course descriptions for every class taught in CMS. You can access that planning guide by going to the main Ardrey-Kell website, the main CMS website, or to the registration website listed above. To overview the process for registration here at AK, today on February 2nd, all students will receive their registration cards and the information sheet through their homeroom class. On Monday, February 5th, we'll be holding a parent registration and AP information night here at Ardrey-Kell. That will start at 6 p.m. and will include general information about the registration process, as well as specific information about different AP courses that are offered. Attendance at this night is not required, but if you're interested in any of the AP classes and have questions or have general registration questions, this is a great time to come get more information. All registration cards are due back to school by February 14th. You will turn those registration cards into your homeroom teacher that day. And we will enter your course requests into PowerSchool here at school, so you do not need to enter them at home before you turn your card in. For the remainder of February and March, counselors will spend time meeting with every student individually to make sure that you've picked the correct classes for the next school year and to make sure that you're progressing towards your graduation requirements. Some general information about how to complete your registration card. First, it's really important that you use a pencil. Please make sure that you fill in all the demographic information towards the top of the card so that we have the contact information we need in case we have any questions. You're going to be marking your top 8 classes with an X on your registration card. This is going to include classes for your core subject areas of English, math, science, and social studies. So for each of those areas, you will choose your next sequential class. And then you'll choose enough electives so that those plus your core subject area classes totals 8. You're choosing classes for the entire 2018-2019 school year, so you're going to pick a total of 8 classes by marking them with an X on the card. After you've chosen your top classes, you're also going to choose some backup or alternate classes, and you will indicate those on your registration card by writing the name of the class in the boxes on the back of your registration card. Alternates will be used if for some reason we can't get your top choice electives into your schedule due to scheduling conflicts, teacher changes, if something is full. So it's really important that you choose alternates that you would be willing to take. Just a reminder that we do teach classes in 2 formats here at Ardrey-Kell, and those 2 formats are indicated differently on the registration card. Our A-Day, B-Day classes are indicated in bold font on your registration card. So those classes are taught every other day all year long, and it's important that you choose them in pairs since they have to be paired together when we're building your schedule. Our 4x4, also known as semester classes, which are taught every day for one whole semester, either the fall or the spring semester, are the classes that are not in bold on your registration card. So when you're picking your classes, just remember that you need an even number of bold classes at the end. Some general guidelines about the registration process and filling out the card. It's important that you only choose classes that are listed on your grade level registration card, and it's also important that you only choose one core class for each subject area. Some of the classes on your card will be marked with double asterisks, and that indicates that that class has a prerequisite, or that there's a class you have to take before you can enroll in that class. If you have questions about what those prerequisites might be, you can refer to the CMS High School Planning Guide, or you're also welcome to reach out to your counselor with any questions about that. There's also some classes on the card that require a teacher recommendation or a signature. Those have a line next to the class that says teacher recommendation. Make sure that this is complete before you turn in your card on February 14th. In addition, some of our classes do require an application. They are marked on the card. It will say application required next to the name of the class. So unless you've filled out the application for that class, please do not choose these classes. It's very important that you discuss with your parents what your course selections are for the next school year, so make sure you have those conversations at home and that both you and a parent have signed the back of the registration card before you turn it into school on February 14th. A few notes about AP classes here at Ardrey-Kell. Remember that 10th graders may take up to 2 total AP classes. Juniors and seniors do not have a specific limit. We just want you to make sure that you're choosing a course load that is doable for you. All AP classes do require an AP contract. You can get these in Student Services, or you can print them off from the Ardrey-Kell registration website. If you have questions about AP classes or want to know more about them, we strongly encourage you to attend the Parent Information Night on February 5th, where you'll be able to hear from teachers of the AP classes and get more specific information. There's also course descriptions and requirements for all the AP classes that we teach that will be listed on the AK registration website. If you're interested in signing up for an AP class, we ask that you really consider both the rigor and the workload that comes along with those classes, because remember that you may not drop them after you're enrolled in them. There are a couple other opportunities through which students can take classes in addition to the school day here at Ardrey-Kell. Those opportunities are North Carolina Virtual Public School and the College and Career Promise through Central Piedmont Community College. North Carolina Virtual Public School, or NCVPS, offers students the opportunity to take classes that we don't teach here in the building. Students who take these classes will take them online, and they are in addition to your full school day here at Ardrey-Kell. Starting in summer 2018, these classes are all taken on a pass-fail basis, so they will not impact student GPA. Students who are interested in NCVPS classes should still complete their registration card by choosing all 8 of their top choices and all of their alternates. Any necessary schedule changes would be made on a case-by-case basis. For information on these classes and to see how to apply and enroll in them, you can visit akvc3.com/NCVPS. The other opportunity is College and Career Promise, which is a dual enrollment opportunity through Central Piedmont Community College that's open to our juniors and seniors only. Again, if students are interested in this opportunity, they can visit akvc3.com/CCP to get the admission requirements and more information about the enrollment process. When completing your card, you should still choose all 8 classes and your alternates. Any adjustments that need to be made will be made at a later time. A quick note on early release and late arrival, which is an opportunity for our seniors to not take a full course schedule. Contracts for this are available in Student Services. You can also print them off from the registration website. It's very important that they're signed by both the student and the parent, and that you carefully review all the requirements for this. And these contracts must be attached to your registration card when it's turned in on February 14th. This presentation will be posted on the registration website, and we ask that you please also go to the website for more course descriptions, course sequencing options, AP information, and a lot more. If you have questions about what level of a course you should take or what electives might be offered in a certain core area, we really encourage you to speak to your teachers who have really good knowledge of how you are as a student in a classroom, and will be able to give you some good recommendations about what classes you might be successful in for the next school year. If you have specific questions for your counselors, you can always stop by Student Services before school, during lunch, or after school to ask those questions. And you're also welcome to send them an email with any questions that you might have. Please know that parents or students can write any information that they think is important on the registration card, or you can also staple it to the registration card when it's due to school on February 14th. Thanks so much for watching.